Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Playing World of Tanks. I'm AJ, and today we'll be looking at a game that I had in my Chinese tier 10 heavy tank, the 113. Now, I actually like the 113 quite a fair bit. It's just the right balance of like mobility and firepower for me, combined with armor. I do like my tanks to be well armored and very mobile. Hence, why controversially I like the T62A more so than the Object 140. Now, this game, initially started out, I thought, we are gonna lose this game very horribly because, I was the only tank, along with the Yak Panzer going the 1-2 line, and it just kind of like just came back at some point, and I don't know when that happened. But this game was fast and furious, and I really did not have time to think about anything during this game, except maybe one odd time here and there. Now, initially, the E100 goes to a very weird spot, but he does spot a couple of enemy tanks coming this way. The Object 268 pokes, kind of like realizes I'm waiting for him, and then just backs away, not wanting to sort of like take an unnecessary shot from me. I sort of like back off, realizing that there's 4 already on the enemy team, and there's no point in going any further and getting my face pummeled in. The Yak Panzer goes to where I wanted to go and see if I can get a shot on the T57. Unfortunately for him, he meets the fate that I was sort of like afraid that I would. He gets shot by the RD in the side. Now the Yak Panzer does the right thing and sort of like goes forward. Sorry about that zoom out. That was not me. That was just the replay messing up for some reason. So I sort of like come back. I know I don't have shots where the Yak Panzer is sitting. I'm hoping that he goes slightly to the right, so I actually can sort of like help him. And I'm so like tunnel vision at this point. At the T57 and the 268 in front of me, that I completely forget that there's an AMX 1390 behind me. Luckily for me, he misses his 2 shots. The AMX 1390 at this point starts running. I sort of like give pursuit. I know he's trying to go for the T92. I don't think it was intentional on his part. I don't think he kind of like realized what he was doing. He kills the T92 unfortunately, but I take him out in the process. Now I kind of like realize that since I've gone, they will be pushing the Yak Panzer. I turn around, wait for my shot to aim and take out the T57. And at this point, I know there's RD in front of me, so I sort of like get closer to this hill. I take a shot at the 268. RD fires where they think I would be. I sort of like back off, and the T54 lightweight comes in also to help the Yak Panzer, and one more shot takes out the Object 268. Now over here, I do apologize to the T92. I actually, I don't know how I could have saved him. Just the AMX 1390 when he started running, like I just could not do anything about it. I can't stop him. He's just too fast for me to sort of like catch him. But anyways, if I had paid attention, maybe I would have figured out the AMX 1390 slightly sooner. Now over here, the E75 is trying to poke the T30. I try to shoot him as he comes around the corner. Realize that the T30 is actually going around to shoot at the E75, so I just sort of like go forward instead of backing up. Now I'm gonna go help the E100 at this point. I see the T54 lightweight sort of like going in after the E75, so I sort of like just let him be. But before I could get there, the bad chat in the middle finishes him off. Now this was a very lucky shot. I see the IS-8 from between the buildings, and the shot sort of like flies straight through the building and take him out. Now the T71 is rushing the E100. I don't know why, but that he gets taken out as well. At this point, I kind of like was thinking maybe I should push in to the enemy base. That's why you see me like thinking about it for a second, but then I kind of like quickly changed my mind, realizing that I'm needed in base much more so than I'm needed to cap. And I've said this a number of times. If there's more enemies, if there's enemies still alive, you know, you should not cap, because it's easy for them to sort of like converge back onto their cap, and since you have to be in a particular spot, you're giving up way too many positions for them to shoot at you. And so I slowly make my way back towards the cap. The T62 gets taken out by the T54 lightweight. The Batchat sort of like goes in after the IS-4, puts a couple of shots in, and then runs away. At this point, their Batchat sort of like was trying to give pursuit, but you know, I sort of like put one shot into him and back up to this rock, so I could be given some sort of early cover. Now before I could like put my second shot into the Batchat, he sort of like backs off just in time. But the T54 lightweight, as you can see, will go around and go take out the Batchat. Now his distraction provides me with enough time. The IS-4 turns his turret, and I fire on the move and take out the IS-4. Now that gave me my top gun, and I was very happy with this game at this moment. But I knew at this point it's anybody's game. We were not really, all of us were not really that healthy. You know, the Batchat was not that healthy. The T54 lightweight had taken a couple of shots. The E100 was beaten up. So it was anybody's game at this point, just because RD can just like derp you for most of your health anyway. So I was not really thinking, oh yeah, you know, the sort of like the game is in the bag. And so I was still sort of like concerned at this point. I'm sort of like, I take the most direct route into the enemy base. The E100 tries to go a long way in, and unfortunately he runs into the enemy Waffle, who was sitting there probably anticipating that we would be coming over there. Now the Batchat is so like zoomed in, or so like tunnel visioned into like killing the enemy RD, that he totally like misses out the Waffle that's right on his right side. Now the Waffle takes out the Batchat, and I take out the Waffle. And at this point, you know, it had occurred to me that, you know, I've been in this situation a number of times, and the Pool's medal has eluded me many a times. So I take out the M40, just needing one more kill for the Pool's medal. The T54 lightweight goes in, but unfortunately the GW just, you know, derps him to death. And killing the GW E100 gave me the Pool's medal, which I was extremely excited for. Now, you know, the enemy, my team sort of like started congratulating me. Some of the people from the enemy team were congratulating me as well. I was really excited at this point, and you know, everybody's urging the T30, you know, sort of like not to shoot the M40, so I can like get the 11th kill as well. And so I was like, you know, really excited at this point. You know, the adrenaline is all pumping, and I'm excited. You know, at this point I should have led my shot a slightly more, but you know, I didn't really care at this point. But you know, it was one of the best games I've had so far in the 113. You know, I will have probably more games posted about this tank, just because of the current event going on the US server. This is one of the only 2 Chinese tanks I own, the other one being the Type 64, which I really don't play as often as I used to, just because, you know, sometimes it just annoys me. Playing scouts, you know, is more infuriating than playing regular tanks, and so I have not sort of like touched that tank for quite a while. So I just come around this corner, the RD fires prematurely, and I sort of like take him out, and that gave me my 11th kill for the game. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video today. Sorry for not posting content earlier. I've been kind of like burnt out on the game, and so was away for a while, and plus kind of, you know, campaigns going on, and I'm not really a big fan of campaigns, so too much drama and, you know, all the other fun stuff. But you know, hopefully I'll see you on the next episode.